wanted to start on time. And it's a fairly long evening for a very good reason. Tonight we're here to honor 103 students. We'll be receiving every sort of award, plaque, scholarship. Our scholarships tonight total over $156,000. I'd like to welcome Eleanor Keith.
Good evening, and welcome to this special event which symbolizes the crossroads of two of the basic principles of humanity, giving and receiving. Giving is often done in recognition, in thanks, and in honor of, and receiving is evocative of humility, accomplishment, and recognition. As president of the National Honor Society, I was fortunate enough to witness the spirit of giving and receiving, the essence of which provides me with constant inspiration. My name is Ellie Keith, and welcome to Brewster High School's 2019 Senior Awards ceremony. The Senior Awards ceremony would not be possible without the Board of Education, our sponsors, those presenting awards, and of course our administrators and educators, to whom we owe a debt of gratitude. And on their behalf, it is my duty to welcome you here tonight, guests, parents, siblings, and of course students. Welcome. In the last 4 years, the students sitting in front of me today have demonstrated through their thoughts and actions what being a member of the Brewster community truly means. They have offered up themselves in various capacities, all in an effort to better both the Brewster and BHS community. Some gave their time and effort, others their ideas and insight, and still others a helping hand when that was all that was needed. Tonight, these talents and contributions of the class of 2019 will be acknowledged and celebrated with bestowments, awards, and scholarships. This is an event of inclusivity, where students are not measured against one another. They are not shamed for their deficiencies, but rather praised for their individual efforts and strengths. This night is not focused solely on academics or athletics, service, or community involvement. It celebrates in various forms the spirit and achievement of our senior student body. But as much as we'd like to think this night is all about us, it is more about those present here tonight, those sponsoring us, who are providing us opportunity, bridging our gaps, and ushering us into a new phase of our lives. While our parents will always be proud, our teachers, by their very nature, will always be there for guidance. It is our sponsors who have taken it upon themselves to invest in their community by investing in us, in our future. Thank you. You are the ones that know the importance of allowing students to dream and achieve. Let this be a night dedicated not only to what the class of 2019 has achieved, but to what we have yet to achieve. Thank you.
So tonight is about our sponsors, but it's also about you, our students. It's about the achievements that led you to this night. Clearly, every one of you here tonight has already established some very healthy habits, or you wouldn't be here. To be this successful, you need to be able to stay up late, get up very early, have an interest in many things, have exceptional time management, and be internally driven. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Don't let others limit your ambitions. Use the great gifts you've been given to achieve your goals, and use each day to be who you want to be. Congratulations, and the best of luck to all of you. Next, we'll be calling my assistant principal, Danielle Tripota, to speak about our valedictorian.
Good evening. Good evening to our members of our Board of Education, Dr. Henning, fellow presenters, family and friends, and teachers and administrators and staff who've come here tonight to celebrate these soon-to-be graduates. And I would also like to welcome the class of 2019. I am honored to be here before you. At this time, I would like to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2019, Victor Kai. Victor's grades are only a part of what makes him a true portrait of a graduate of Brewster High School. He possesses qualities which will pave the way for continued success as a college student, a professional, and most importantly, as a human being. Victor is an unassuming young man with a strong sense of self. He possesses a tremendous amount of leadership, dignity, and professional prowess. He is also humbled with a growth mindset and a passion for learning. Dr. Murray, his school counselor who retired last year, describes him as purposeful, humble, and extremely hardworking. Victor is an accomplished musician, playing the French horn and piano, playing at the highest level at the New York State School Music Association, a member of the Science and Math Honor Societies, a state qualifier in boys varsity swimming. He was a member of a relay team which placed in the top 15 in New York State. He is also the president of the Youth Organization of Asian Pacific Americans. Recently, Victor participated in a dialogue with me about his experiences at Brewster High School and growing up here in the Brewster community. Through this conversation, I learned the following. Victor attributes his success to his family, friends, and educators here in Brewster. He emphatically thanked his parents for instilling a strong work ethic, perseverance, being meticulous, and taking pride in doing things to the best of his ability. Victor also stated he is grateful to his sister Michelle. He said, "She is always willing to help me and has been through all of my school career." Victor said he has a huge admiration and respect for her because she found her own path. He stated, "I had her to help guide me. She was the oldest and did it on her own." Growing up, Victor remembers his parents giving him workbooks, which were 2 grade levels ahead to complete, and they checked all his work. He expressed that he definitely did not like it one bit. However, he now sees the value because he learned to always challenge himself. Victor also reflected on his experiences in the district as being valuable and having a profound influence on his passion for learning. He remembers how mischievous he was in Mrs. West's 3rd grade class and how she helped him get back on track. He said, "She made me write letters home to my family, describing all the things I did in school and apologizing." I find that so hard to believe. In 8th grade, he recognized Mr. Forte as a teacher who made science class so much fun. He made this class so incredible that Victor stated that he wanted to learn all the time. Victor acknowledged several teachers and courses here at BHS. He stated that Mrs. Laval giving students a chance to create was amazing. It was the most fun that he's had. He worked in a group with Will, Charlie, and Cole to make a murder mystery movie in Spanish. Mr. Maggiato, Ms. Blicky, and Mr. Kerrigan have had an incredible passion for teaching, which was evident every day. This motivated and facilitated his passion for learning. He stated that they have been integral in influencing his course of study in college. And Mrs. Amuso made the humanities interesting and taught him to write with purpose, which he believes is an invaluable skill. Victor thanks his friends Alex, Akshay, Will, Brendan, and Charlie for their unconditional support and help. I asked Victor what advice he would give to place students on a path for success. He stated, "Brewster has many opportunities for building social skills and relationships. Get involved, join clubs and sports. The people you meet here are amazing. Therein lies the true opportunity for learning and for success. He also said that he would tell students to set high expectations and goals for themselves, never be satisfied, and above all, stay organized. Victor actually stated he was an open book and shared that he loves all the Avenger movies, including Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Endgame, but his favorite movie of all time is The Shawshank Redemption. He also stated that he spends his free time watching sports talk shows. He loves to study and analyze the professional game of basketball and is a huge NBA and LeBron James fan. In fact, he told me that if his first career plan does not work out, he has a dream to be a general manager for an NBA team someday. Victor, I have no doubt you would be pivotal in paving success and legacy of any franchise. I also believe you will directly impact the world as a global citizen because of who you are and how you apply your skills. Victor plans on studying computer science at Cornell University in the fall. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing Brewster High School's class of 2019 valedictorian, Victor Kai.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Robin Young. Some of you might remember me from many years ago when you were at JFK. And I'm here to honor our salutatorian, Jane Cinta. Could you please come up? I am so proud to be honoring Jane Cinta as our 2018-2019 salutatorian. I remember welcoming her and her parents in 2006 into kindergarten at the kindergarten orientation with my usual, "Welcome, graduating class of 2019. And everyone responded with a gasp. Well, here it is, 2019, and it's come very fast. So who is Jane? It's important to know that grades are just the byproduct of her personality qualities. Her personal qualities are what make her special. I'll get to those in a minute. Jane will be attending Johns Hopkins and is planning on studying economics. She's interested in social sciences because of its objectivity. History is her favorite subject because she likes finding the connections between historical background of a country or society and connecting that background to the social and governmental structure that's in place now. Jane believes that studying various societies provides us with a fundamental human connection worldwide. When reflecting on her school experiences, Jane highlighted her AP classes and the excellent teachers she's had over the years. She said they've taught her to be curious, inquisitive about subject matter. They also guided her to develop a genuine interest in the application of what she was learning. Jane highlighted her experiences as a member of Brewster High School clubs. She said that it's taught her the value of finding like-minded people with similar interests. One of her favorite memories was when the Model UN Club went to Columbia University for a debate. When she was debating, she looked up and saw everyone was looking at her and finding common ground in what she was saying. She'll always remember that feeling and that moment, and how her words were having an impact on others. Jane said that being a student here has also taught her to set goals for herself. The challenging classes made her excited for college. Jane's advice for other students is what she calls her go-to answer. Develop good time management skills, prioritize, be self-aware, and organize your time in a way that really works for you. So let's acknowledge those who instill these serious and focused quality traits that Jane possesses. Jane said her family had definitely taught her not to make excuses and always set high standards for herself. They taught her to work towards her own definition of success, to do things the right way, and to not take shortcuts. Take responsibility for your achievements and your failures. I had asked Jane to go and ask her parents to give me some feedback, and she didn't, but Jane, I did. So this is what your proud and loving parents have shared. I've known I was raising an adult since Jane was a toddler. She didn't speak until she could speak in sentences. She designed her play with goals in mind. As a little girl, she would organize the store shelves while I shopped. Jane is the most self-aware person I know. She recognizes her strengths, her shortcomings, and where she stands relative to others. She does not self-aggrandize, and she gives credit where credit is due. She is already aware of any criticism one could make about her. She knows she's worthy of respect, and she doesn't suffer fools. Jane works hardest when the expectation is that a task will be difficult. She swam the most grueling races, selected the most intense projects, and on family backpacking trips, she wants to carry the most weight in her backpack and move the fastest. She enjoys exertion and the exhaustion. Jane has the highest regard for those who set the highest expectations for themselves and for others. If one has Jane's respect, one has earned it. Jane has the ability to get to the essence of a situation and a desire to solve the essential problem. She strives to understand the concepts and not just get the correct answer. We have enormous faith in Jane. She asks for help when she needs it. We are enormously proud of her as a daughter, sister, friend, student, and human being. Jane, we too, as your Brewster family, are very proud of you, and we wish you the best.
The following awards are the Principals Awards. There are 4 awards that we put out to the faculty, and we vote on who we believe overall exemplifies these awards. And the first award for careers goes to Maya Milan. Our second award is fairly self-explanatory. It's the Principal's Award for Spirit. And it goes to a student who just every day, every second of every day, every school day, shows an enormous amount of spirit. And this year that award goes to Haley Radajak. Our next award is service. One of the things we do a wonderful job at Brewster High School is civic responsibility and community service. And it's community service in our community of Brewster and of course in the community of the high school. And someone who really embodies all of those principles is Sarah Basari. And the last of the Principals Awards goes for leadership. Leadership means a lot of things, and in this particular person, she really has a lot of the traits of what we can see as a leader now and in the future. And this award goes to Irene Kubider. Sorry, we have a lot of awards, so we don't want to miss any of them. Next, we have the BEF, who will be awarded. It's going to be Bertie Cosma awarding our first set of awards.
Good evening. My name is Alberta Cosma. I'm president of the Brewster Education Foundation, and we're here to celebrate all these wonderful kids and their perseverance, their ability that has gotten them here tonight. I first would like to say after that a little commercial break. For those of you who don't know, Brewster Education Foundation was the first public school education foundation started approximately 35 years ago. It's a purely volunteer organization, and we raise funds solely for the children of Brewster Central School Districts for grants and scholarships. And we depend on the community to sponsor us and to support us and to fund us. So keep us in mind when you're thinking of perhaps giving a little money. That would be helpful. Tonight, the first scholarship is the Brewster Education Foundation Valedictorian Scholarship, and it is given to the valedictorian for his pursuit of excellence in education, and it goes to Victor Kai. Next, we have the Salutatorian Scholarship, which was established to award the salutatorian for his or her pursuit of excellence in education, and that goes to Jane Sinton. The next is the Brewster Education Foundation Challenge Scholarship, which is awarded to a senior who has set high academic standards and is motivated toward learning. And this scholarship goes to Matthew Lang. Next, we have the National Honor Society Scholarship, and is awarded to a graduating senior who will be pursuing higher education. The recipient must have been active in National Honor Society in their junior and senior years at Brewster High School. The recipient must exhibit qualities of integrity and character, strong academics, and community service. And the scholarship goes to Ellie Keefe. The next is the Alan and Helen Mitchell Scholarship, awarded to a graduating senior who is pursuing a career in teaching, has participated in sports, and has maintained an average of 85% or better. And this scholarship goes to Cole Gianguzzi. Our next scholarship is the Barbara Vercolone Family Scholarship, and it's awarded to a graduating senior who has demonstrated compassion and a willingness to serve others. And this goes to Leila Padan. Did I miss one somewhere along the line? We're next, the Beginning Soccer Award. And this goes to an awarded to a graduating senior, a female and a male, with a 3.5 or higher overall GPA, planning to attend a four-year college or university. The candidate must have participated on a high school soccer team all 4 years. And these go to Daniel Hassa. Our next award is the Christopher Caiazzo Memorial Scholarship, awarded to a Brewster High School varsity athlete who is motivated, ambitious, a friend to all, has passion for her sport, and looks to the future with hope and excitement. And this year, it goes to Megan Beal. Our next scholarship is the Danielle Marie Coco Memorial Scholarship, awarded to a student who places family and friendship first, who maintains a B+ or higher average, who is an active participant and leader in school activities, one who enjoys working with children, and one who plans to continue his or her education after high school. And did I miss one also? Sorry. This one goes to Megan DePoli. Maggie Polly. And I'm going to go back to the Christopher Caiazzo. I also have a scholarship here for Jonathan Walsh. Our next scholarship is the Dorothy Kalaki Scholarship, awarded to a deserving senior who plans to continue his or her education after school. And this goes to Irene Quebec. Next, we have the Dr. Lawrence S. Greenfield Memorial Scholarship, awarded to a senior who exhibits excellence in academics, sports, community, service, and plans to continue his pursuit or his dream. And this goes to Brandon Brown. This is Brandon. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, and the Dr. Lawrence S. Greenfield Memorial Scholarship goes to Brendan Fox. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not sure who's presenting. Are the fire chiefs here? No. Okay. The fire chiefs Daniel and James O'Connell Memorial Scholarship, awarded to a graduating senior pursuing higher education who has a parent who is either an active or deceased volunteer fire department member. And that goes to Gavin Winkler. Frank and Connie Colombo Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior of good character who plans to continue his or her education by attending a vocational, technical, 2- or 4-year school. The recipient must be involved in his or her school, community, and volunteer service. And this scholarship goes to Patrick Nevin. The George A. Zupko Third Family Scholarship Fund, NJROTC, is awarded to NJROTC graduating senior who exemplifies pride and leadership in his unit. And this scholarship goes to Sarah Loy. And the George Zupko Scholarship for Philanthropy is awarded to a graduating senior who is a member of the Brewster Young Philanthropists, who helps from a philanthropic view and demonstrates pride and leadership in the organization. And this award goes to Emily Perez Molina. And now I'll take a break and turn it over to Mrs. Cleary for a few minutes.
Congratulations, class of 2019. I'm honored to be here this evening to present several awards on behalf of the Brewster Education Foundation. When Mrs. Cosmo, when Bertie was talking, was speaking about all the great things that the BEF does, one of the things that you may be familiar with is the Corvette raffle. So parents, if you see us out at football games or anyplace else selling Corvette raffles, just know that that does help sponsor the scholarships and grants for the teachers. The first award is the Giselle Cordy Memorial Scholarship. This is awarded to a senior who plans on continuing his or her education after high school. Someone who is considered by faculty members as working diligently to overcome odds while maintaining a positive and spirited attitude. I was lucky to work with Giselle for several years. She was one of the most positive people I knew. If I had said to her, oh my goodness, isn't this rain? Isn't this ridiculous? It's just so rainy. She would say, but your grass is so green. She was just so positive. This year, the Giselle Cordy Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Justin DiFiore. Yeah. The Gladys and Theodore Schaefer Memorial Scholarship is awarded to an outstanding senior for school and community service. This year's award goes to Marissa Zarella. The Helen Dempsey Music Scholarship is awarded to a student with outstanding music ability. This year's award goes to Caitlin Otto. The Jacqueline Bigelow Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a senior who is a member of a varsity athletic team, someone who is involved in school activities. This year, the Jacqueline Bigelow Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Marina Sousa. The Joseph William DePablo Memorial Scholarship is awarded to an athlete who is a loyal friend, dedicated to his family, an inspiration to his teammates and coaches, someone who embodies all that Joe DePablo was. This year's award Joseph William Capalbo Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Catherine Katie Delphi. Just by happenstance, the next award is the June B. Delphi Memorial Scholarship. June was Katie's grandmother, and she'd be so proud of you. June was a very strong, resourceful, resilient single mom. She raised 4 children. 3 graduated from Brewster High School. 1 is sitting in the audience this evening, and her granddaughter is on stage. The recipient of this award is someone who has spent a significant portion of their life in a single-parent home and will be attending a trade, technical, or 2 or 4-year local college. This year, the June B. Delphi Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Caitlin Woolley. There are 2 June Weigel Memorial Scholarships awarded to yearbook staff members voted most valuable to production. This award is renewable for 4 years. The first award goes to An Lama. And the second award goes to Emma Sandoval. The Michael J. Quinn Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who is hardworking, humble, reliable, and respected. This student should be kind, with a strong sense of friendship, devoted to his or her family, and fearlessly rise to life's challenges. This year's the Michael J. Quinn Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Taylor DeTavio. The Ron Mays Family Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior pursuing a career in education. This year, the award goes to Amy Rodriguez. The Philip Hutt Cameron Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who is in good academic standing, has been accepted to a 2 or 4-year college, and has strong involvement in community service. This year, the Philip Hutt Cameron Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Brianna Barbosa. The Valerie Rue Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior of good character who plans to continue to study dance after high school. This year, the award goes to Amanda Astucci. The Vincent J. Tallarico Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a senior who has been a good student, a good citizen, good student, is imaginative, and has a zest for life. Vinnie Tallarico was my social studies teacher way back when, and when I started working at the high school, he was here too. And I can tell you, the recipient of this scholarship, Vinnie would love it if every now and then you could learn one of those really obscure words. He was just always throwing them out there and wanted to know, he wanted to catch you not knowing some of these words. So let's see, Eleanor Keith. The Vincent M. Cafiero Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior of good character who plans to continue his or her education by attending a vocational, technical, or a 2 or 4 year school. This year, the award goes to Gavin Hushball. And now I believe it is time
For our next award, I'd like to call Sierra Barrett to the stage.
Hi everyone, my name is Kira Barrett and I'm not only the proud granddaughter of Dennis and Bridie Gleason, but the proud sister of 2019's most outgoing, Brendan Barrett. I wanted to share a quick story about the importance of taking pride in your work. To set the scene, I'm 7, so just a little bit shorter than I am right now thanks to the heels. And I am sitting in my grandfather's living room after school. We are playing checkers and he is boiling water for tea. I am losing. He gets up to pour the water and I feel as if my luck is endless. The kitchen is behind a wall. I take a couple of pieces from his side and stack them on my own. Now, most grandparents would let their grandchild get away with it, as again, I'm 7, but I'm caught immediately. A sense of shame runs through me at that very moment as he says the words I will never forget. Kid, you can't cheat in checkers. So while most of you have had similar experiences, I chose this one to describe both my family and this year's scholarship recipient. Honest, hardworking people know that much like checkers, true reward comes from pride in your work. This year's recipient knows the true meaning of pride in one's heritage, work, and life. They have accomplished incredible things already, and I'm excited to see the successes that they will come by. At the end of the day, if you remember anything I've said today, I want it to be this. Hopefully it helps you as much as it's helped me. Kid, you can't cheat in checkers. This year's scholarship recipient award is Olivia Berardi.
For our next 2 awards, I'd like to welcome Bertie Cosmo back up to the podium.
Our next award is the Liz Labuglio Memorial Scholarship. I taught with Liz down at Garden Street. Some of you still may know Garden Street. And she was a young, vivacious woman who loved to sail, ski, snowboard, live life to its fullest. And so this scholarship is given to someone who we feel will do that, and it is given to Arlene Kubinick. Our next scholarship is the Robert W. Brooks Scholarship, and Robert Brooks was a member of the Board of Education from 1965 to 71. He was president. His wife Phyllis, who was an elementary school music teacher, established this award in his memory, and it's given to a graduating senior who works hard to achieve their goals, is community-minded, and has a love of music. And this goes to Madeline Majette.
For our next award, I'd like to welcome the Lambert family.
Hello, this next award is the Janet Lambert Memorial College Scholarship Award. This one is, it's really meaningful. This is my late wife and my 3 kids' late mother from a couple of years back. She epitomizes really hard work and perseverance and a real tough attitude in spite of a very meager upbringing in Washington Heights in the city. She overcame, and that seemed to be the theme of her life, overcoming obstacles, and not just getting through, but thriving, like really living life to the fullest, pursuing college, in finance. In a world that's pretty much dominated by men, she thrived in the financial world. So this next award goes to a graduating female who's going to school for finance or economics or business or something like that, who personifies that tough attitude, never quitting, very determined personality. And this person's application was filled with student government, National Honor Society, music, theater, and things like that, things that are going to be very successful for her in her next 4 years of college. And this girl, her name is Layla Pagan.
Congratulations.
For our next group of awards, I'd like to welcome one of our faculty members, Sarah Barnes.
I'm going to award the Brewster Teachers Association Awards. The first one is the Dr. Herman Gray Memorial Grant in Aid, and it's awarded to a senior continuing in his or her education, and that goes to Kane Gonzalez. The next one is the firefighter Christopher J. Blackwell Memorial Scholarship, awarded to a senior continuing his or her education in the field of paramedics, EMS studies, fire science, or the medical field. And that goes to Ankita Thuma. The next one is the Florence Lord English Award, awarded to a senior who, in the opinion of the English department, has made the best use of the English language. And that goes to Ariane Gonzalez. The next one is the Fred Sims Science Award, awarded to a graduating senior who, in the opinion of the Science Department, best exemplifies Fred's characteristics of honesty and integrity combined with achievement. And that goes to Jane Simtak. Joining me is Mrs. Wells. She just retired last year. Lucky woman. September 2006, a vibrant, beautiful, energetic varsity soccer player walked into our classrooms. So proud to finally be an upperclassman and starting her junior year. Jessie proved to herself, her family, and her teachers through her positive attitude that she was going to conquer the world, even though she was diagnosed with a learning disability early in her childhood. Jessie Ann filled those classrooms with sunshine every day, but life changed that November. Jessie fell very ill, suffering from a deteriorating disease which required a heart transplant. May 22nd, 2007, 12:55 a.m. Our ray of sunshine sent an email to Coach Pizzetto, Mr. Wood, Ms. Lodge, Mr. Scalia, Mrs. Wool, and myself. The subject, big news, message. Now understand, she was in a hospital room and she was getting ready for surgery. So it's a little off her message. Hello all, it's Jessie Ann, and I'm getting my heart at 5 a.m. today. I am happy. The heart is out west, just waiting for it to fly here. Otherwise, I have a nurse right now drugging me up. So bye, and I will see you when I wake up. Jessie was given a second chance at life and never looked back. And that morning at 9 o'clock, Mrs. Chalmers, Mrs. Wool, myself, and the Brewster High School community did what it always does best. We rallied. Before you knew it, in the building was covered a sea of red. Red hearts, streamers, balloons, and signs. Jessie made a miraculous recovery and graduated with her class in June of 2008.
After graduating from high school and college, she began working in the health field, giving back to others with her time, her love of life, and her big heart. And in her spare time, Jessie coached soccer, developed the BHS Soccer School for over 600 participants, became a spokesperson for Donate for Life and a public speaker for Governor Pataki at child adoption benefits, and was a strong advocate for children with disabilities, civil rights, as well as health, education, and social services. For almost 10 years after her heart transplant, Jessie managed to squeeze every drop of joy out of life and made this world a better place and touch so many lives. Sadly, on November 3rd, 2016, the world lost a beautiful bright light who accomplished more in her 27 years than most of us will in a lifetime. Mrs. Barnes and I were beyond blessed to have had her in our lives. Mrs. Barnes and I are both humbled and honored to present this award in Jessie Ann's memory. Our department takes great care in picking the recipient. This year's recipient has many of Jessie's qualities, including her love of soccer, and she was lucky enough to have been coached by Jessie Ann. She has been involved in many programs that give back to the community, including the BHS Special Olympics. She participated in Girl Scouts and volunteered at Putnam Cap, just to name a few. We are thrilled to present the Jessie Ann Scholarship to Catherine Delphi.
Present the BEF 7-Year Scholar Awards, I'd like to welcome our board president, Sonia Masika.
The Brewster Education Foundation 7-Year Scholarship Award goes to students who have been in the Brewster Central School District system from 6th grade through 12th grade. These students have achieved high honor roll status every quarter, every year for these 7 consecutive years. What I would like to do, since there are so many recipients this year, 34, to ask the first group that I call to line up along this wall here, and in the order that you are called, which is alphabetical, so it'll be easy to put yourselves in order. And everyone, if you could please hold your applause until everyone comes up on stage. And I will call a second group as well, and you'll line up on this side. And then we'll take a picture once I'm done calling out everyone's names. Thank you. Okay, so we start with Megan Beal, Rihanna Brennan, Ryan Cabiati, Victor Kai, Sierra Cervantes, Florence Cuomo, Maggie DePaoli, Kristen D'Onofrio, Olivia Bedio, Julia Giardina, Alex Goldberg, Kane Gonzalez, Akshay Gupta, Eleanor Keefe, Lauren Knorr, Tyler Maloney, Christopher Marks. And they're on stage. The second group on this side, please. Kylie Michaels, Marissa Milani, Andrew Mitchell, Gerardo Mora, Maria Najjar, Patrick Nevin, Amanda Ostumi, Jenna Pinzer, Haley Radijak, Aaron Renzi, Martina Rossi, Charles Russell, James Sinta, Colleen Stapleton, Rachel Thompson, William Whitney, Gavin Winkler. If the group on the left can come up on stage, I will hand you your envelope, and the group to my right, if you could come in front of the stage here, and you'll get your check down there. Thank you.
The Attorney General of New York State asks principals to nominate one or two students for an award called the CCC Award, which stands for Character, Courage, and Commitment. And this comes with a letter from Letitia James, who is our Attorney General, and I'm going to read you the letter before I tell you who is the recipient of this award. I am honored to join you in recognizing your students with my office's CCC Award. This program was created to encourage our younger generation to fulfill their potential by celebrating students who have demonstrated courage, commitment, and character. Although I have only been an Attorney General for a short time, this is one of the traditions that I am most proud to continue. The end of the school year is a time of excitement, celebration, and reflection. I'm a strong believer that children require support and praise in order to be successful. Receiving positive recognition from educators, parents, and other admirable individuals promotes enthusiasm and a desire to work hard to achieve their goals. Through the CCC Award, I hope not only to motivate young people to do great things, but also to boost their self-confidence. As a proud fellow New Yorker, it is a privilege to have this opportunity to applaud this year's CCC winners. Their tenacity, spirit, and determination to develop their minds and strengthen their characters inspires me. I know these qualities will enable today's students to stand out and succeed. Again, congratulations to all of your CCC winners, and thank you to teachers, peers, and parents who assisted in making their success possible. This year we had one winner, and that winner is Irene Kubanek. Our next group of awards will be presented by our guidance counselor, Beth Jones.
Good evening, everybody. I'm happy to be here tonight to represent the guidance department. We have lots of scholarships to give out. The first one is Brewster Little League Scholarship. It's awarded to a graduating senior. Student must be a good citizen, exemplifying effort, determination, and persistence, and must have played Brewster Little League for at least 3 years. So we have a number of recipients of that. I'm going to mention all their names and just hold your applause till they all get up here. Brewster Little League Scholarship goes to Sarah Basari, Ryan Cabiati, Carolyn Cherubini, Grace Curley, Ellie Keefe, Jonathan Walsh, and William Whitney. The next scholarship is from the Brewster Rotary Service Award, and there are 4 recipients of this, so I'll ask you to hold your applause for these next 4 people. It is awarded to students for individual accomplishments in the service of others. Students who have contributed time, talent, and energy to a service organization in the community or school which resulted in some measurable achievement. The Brewster Rotary Service Award this year goes to Edward Kaufman, Sarah Basari, Isabella Kohler, and Olivia Marini. The next award is the Donald B. Smith Outstanding Citizenship Scholarship. It is awarded to a student who exemplifies the principles of leadership, integrity, and service. This year's winner is Emily Altz. The Donnelly Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior for outstanding service and contribution to Brewster High School. This year's award goes to Sierra Cervantes. Sorry, lost my place. Okay. Thank you. The next award is the Gianna Braun DDS Scholarship. It's awarded to a graduating senior interested in pursuing an education in a health-related field or science. And this year's recipient is Maggie DePauli. Congratulations. Actually, I think I missed one, so I apologize. The Father Donald Licata Lodge of the Order of the Sons of Italy in America. This award is awarded to an outstanding student of Italian descent or one who will be studying the Italian language. This year's recipient is Giulia Giordini. The Katona American Legion Scholarship was awarded to a child, grandchild, or great-grandchild of a Legion member in good standing of Katona. This year's recipient is Andrew Mitchell. The New York Blood Center Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who has displayed exceptional leadership and organization skills in coordinating student blood drives. This year's recipient is Brianna Sage. The Putnam Community Foundation Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior with strong community involvement. This year's recipient, Patrick Feehan. The Putnam County Children's Committee. Putnam County Children's Committee Scholarship is open to Putnam County graduating seniors planning to further their education. Consideration is based primarily on financial need. However, additional criteria including commitment to community service, strength of purpose in achieving an educational goal, ability, and maturity. And this year's award goes to Nicholas Santagello. Retired Teachers Association scholarship is awarded to students attending classes at Putnam Northern Westchester BOCES. Recipients were nominated by their teachers and based on academic performance and character. This year's award goes to Brianna Sage. The Putnam County Retired Teachers Association Scholarship is awarded to a high school student attending. Wait a minute. I just did that one? Okay. Oh. I apologize. Okay, let's start this again. The Putnam County Retired Teachers Association scholarship to high school students attending classes at Putnam Northern Westchester BOCES. Recipients were nominated by their teachers based on academic performance and character. There are two recipients, and they are Matthew Lang and Patricia Delano. The Putnam County Sheriff's Department Police Benevolent Association Award is awarded to a student interested in criminal justice who is in good academic standing and is involved in school and community activities. And this year's recipient is Omar Dooney. The next award is the Varsity Club Award. It's awarded to a senior varsity club member. And that would be Brianna Sage. The Melvin Hall Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a senior who has been involved in scouting and could use financial assistance to continue his or her education. This award goes to Grace Curley.
Our next two awards will be given out by Jeff Bergstrom and David Bashir Jr.
John P. Tarr Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who is a resident of the town of Southeast, who exemplifies the spirit of volunteerism and has shown academically their capabilities to go on to further their education and their communities. This year, we have two winners. Jenna Pizar, I apologize, and Edward Kaufman.
Yeah, man.
Please welcome to the podium Joseph Castellano.
Thank you. My name is Joseph Castellano. I'm here with fellow Putnam County Italian American Club member John Merlino. Putnam County Italian American Club was established in Brewster, New York in 1933, and we're very proud to attend our first Seniors Award ceremony in Brewster High School in many years. This year we would like to honor a Brewster High School senior with an interest in Italian language and culture. And I'd like to introduce John just for a couple comments. Go ahead.
Well, it's a very special time for me. This award is named for my Uncle Joe Zima and my father John Merlino. My uncle was one of the supervisors in this town about 40 years ago, and my father was a varsity coach here about 40 years ago. So it's a special award to me and very proud to present it to you.
Thank you. Our Putnam County Italian American Club scholarship recipient is Martina Rossi. We have another award also. I'd like to introduce, my name again is Joseph Castellano. This is Edwin Alvarez on behalf of the Republican Committee for the Town of Southeast.
Good evening, everyone. This is our second year that we're doing this, and this year we'd like to honor a female and a male Brewster High School senior who's interested in business or government. Our first Southeast Republican Scholarship recipient is Taylor Dioctavo, and our second scholarship recipient is Patrick Perskill.
Our next two awards will be presented by Karen McKittrick and Karina Lenahan.
My name is Karen McKittrick. I will be awarding 2 deserving science students the John C. McKittrick Memorial Scholarship Award. My late husband received a science scholarship when he was just like you and graduating from high school. The scholarship gave him the opportunity to become director of microbiology at Montefiore Medical Center and a full professor at Einstein Medical Center. Giving the Dr. John C. McKittrick Memorial Science Scholarship warms my heart. I was not surprised when my daughter Karina suggested her alma mater, Brewster High School. She was given the foundation necessary to be successful right here. The science scholarships are supported by my family, friends, and the proceeds from a book I have published and books I am writing. I would like to share with you 2 actions that I have incorporated into my life. You may have thought that I was not going to give you any words of wisdom this evening. The truth is, I just can't help myself. The first, I do one more thing than is expected. It is as simple as a kind word or thoughtful deeds. Whatever it is, it brings a smile to my face and it brings a smile to my heart. The second, when I need to make a major decision, I ask myself one question: what is the worst that can happen? If I can handle the worst and it's not illegal, I usually go for it. Congratulations to you, your family, your teachers, and Brewster High School. The science scholarships live on with 2 exceptional students. Congratulations to Anthony Fago and Christiana Santucci.
Next, I'd like to welcome to the podium a graduate from last year, Matthew Cipriani.
Good evening. My name is Matthew Cipriani and I'm here representing Group Troop 1. Every year we recognize a scout that has put out an incredible effort and dedicated themselves to Boy Scouting. This year we would like to honor Eagle Scout Evan Payne with a certificate and monetary award to help him with his future.
For our next 2 awards, I'd like to welcome to the podium Mr. and Mrs. Shield.
Good evening, everyone. The Shield Lacrosse Community Scholarship was established just as a way for our family to give back to the Brewster community. We want to recognize 2 varsity lacrosse players, 1 male and 1 female, who have been chosen by their coaches not only for being outstanding teammates, but for giving back to our community and the Brewster Lacrosse program. As you all know, the foundation of our local programs are built on selflessness and volunteering. We would like to honor these 2 students for all their time, involvement, dedication to our community. So on behalf of myself and Michael, we would like to congratulate Megan Beal and Charlie Russell.
Good, Charlie Russell.
Our next group of awards will be given out by our band instructor, marching band instructor, theater director, kind of like a catch-all for everything, Andrea Predico.
Good evening. For our first theater awards, the recipients of the Brewster High School Theater Award this year fell in love in Maine, mastered an Irish brogue, refused to be a nanny to the Banks children, gossiped all over River City, tended to the wounded in World War I, and married well and married often. This year's awards go to the ever-talented Sarah Borsari, Angela Huff, and Grace Curley. Award goes to an outstanding trombone player who is performing at NISMA All-State level for the past 2 years and has been selected to Zone 10 Area All-State for the past 3 years. For those of you that have no idea what that means, it means he's very good. This year's recipient is Jonathan Walsh. This year's Louis Armstrong Award goes to a jazz singer whose voice put a spell on us right here on this stage and throughout the community. She'll be majoring in music education in the fall with a concentration in voice, and I hope she still keeps playing piano. This year's recipient is Martina Rossi. National School Choral Award goes to a phenomenal musician whose powerful voice stopped the show in Mamma Mia this year. She plans on majoring in vocal performance with an emphasis on opera. I would certainly pay to see her sing again, over and over again. This year's recipient is the talented Caitlin Ott. The National School Orchestra Award goes to a well-rounded, energetic young lady who seems to excel at everything she sets her mind to. I know our orchestra teacher, Mr. Davies, found her to be immensely helpful, as this was his first year at Brewster and he started the week before the holiday concert. This excellent cello player is a pretty great human being and a wonderful player. This is Florence Cuomo. Before I give the last two awards, each of these awards are national awards, and they go up on the wall in our Performing Arts Hall of Honor for years to come. The Semper Fidelis Band Award goes to two students whose spirit and musical ability rates not only the quality of the band's performance, but the work ethic of everyone around them. Their love of the band is infectious, and as music educators, they make our jobs rewarding beyond measure. This year's recipients, deservedly, are Alex Bertone and Amy Rodriguez.
I'd like to welcome Peter Persempieri to the podium.
Good evening, my name is Scott Seaman. I'm filling in for Peter tonight. I'm here with the St. Lawrence O'Toole Council 1495 Knights of Columbus. We've been with the area of Brewster for over 100 years, and we're very proud to represent tonight and to be here. Congratulations to the class of 2019. Selection for the Knights tonight is Jenna Enzer.
Please welcome Peter Preolo.
The Brewster Elks All-American Award. The Benevolent Protective Order of Elks, Lodge 2101, is committed to partnering with our schools and our local communities to promote education and to foster the principles of our order: charity, justice, brotherly love, and fidelity. The Brewster Elks Lodge All-American Award is given to a student who has, through hard work and dedication, excelled academically as well as athletically in all areas of studies throughout all 4 years of high school. The All-American Girl for outstanding achievement in citizenship, scholarship, and athletics throughout her years at Brewster High School is presented to Florence Cuomo. Florence apparently is not here. Okay. The All-American Boy for outstanding achievement in citizenship, scholarship, and athletics throughout his years at Brewster High School is presented to Harrison Dignan.
Please welcome our varsity lacrosse coach, Sarah DiDio.
Good evening. I'm Sarah DiDio. I'm the varsity girls lacrosse coach. Tonight I'm presenting the Jerry Walsh Scholarship. Jerry Walsh was a teacher and coach here for many years, and he's been a vital part of our boys and girls program. This year we actually brought him out of retirement and forced him to coach the modified boys team, and we enjoyed him at that level as well. So tonight I have 6 student athletes that applied, and all 6 are being awarded tonight. So please hold your applause to the end. Congrats and thanks for all the time and commitment that you've put into our youth program. We have Patrick Fian, Cole Janguzzi, Charlie Russell, Megan Beal, Maggie DePauli, and Haley Radijak.
Our next awards will be presented by Suzanne Freegan.
Hello, I'm Suzanne. This is Dolores from TCSB Bank, Putnam County Savings Bank, and we're excited to be here tonight for this wonderful occasion. Congratulations, class of 2019. Tonight, TCSB is awarding a $500 scholarship to a student who is involved in the community and worked so hard to achieve his goals. Congratulations to Henry Gonzalez. We would also like to present, we have 2 awards for outstanding athletes. Congratulations to Charles Russell and Megan Beal.
Good luck. From the Brewster Carmel Garden Club, please welcome Mary Bamba.
Good evening. Congratulations to the class of 2019. My name is Mary Bamba. I'm representing the Brewster Carmel Garden Club, and each year we give a scholarship to Brewster High School student and one at Carmel, and those students plan to go and pursue a study in horticulture or environmental science. In doing so, the Garden Club hopes to encourage future generations to care for our environment. I'm honored to present this year's scholarship to Marissa Milani. She's the most deserving young lady, and she has service to school and community, and I hope for you to have her. Congratulations.
From the Brewster Chamber of Commerce, please welcome Bill Flash.
Hello, my name is Bill Flash, and I'm going to try to speak for 3 minutes or less. I'm here tonight as the president of the Brewster Chamber of Commerce, but I'm also a proud dad. My 2 sons graduated from this school in 2015 and 2017, and we were sitting right out there where you folks are. I'm going to ask all of the students and all of the parents here to take a minute to think about all of these scholarships. There's an immediate temptation to compare. Oh, I got 500. Oh, I got 2,000. Well, I only got $50. Please think for a moment, I mean, that's natural, but think for a moment about where each of these dollars actually came from. Money doesn't grow on trees, and neither does scholarships. Every dollar that was given tonight is a dollar that someone took out of their own pocket because they believe in our future, because they believe in you. And make no mistake, somebody raised that money. Someone had raffles, someone had fundraisers. They reached into their pocket and donated that money to a scholarship fund instead of spending it on something for themselves, instead of spending that money on a night out with their families. Now, I'm not saying that to make you feel guilty at all. I'm saying that to make you feel proud and honored that your community has so much faith in you that we're willing to give up ourselves to invest in you. You're our future, and we're investing in our future. The Brewster Chamber of Commerce has been giving scholarships to Brewster High School seniors for over 15 years and has awarded over $50,000 in that time. We raise money through monthly raffles and through generous donations from several of our member businesses, including Hypotronics, Edward Jones Investments of Brewster, that's me, Chet's Pool Spa and Patio, T-TAC, Ace Endico, Covington Commercial Realty, Hudson Valley Federal Credit Union, Matco Norca, Pearl Vision, and Tompkins Mahopac Bank. Scholarships are awarded to graduating seniors who have demonstrated a high degree of community involvement and volunteer service. The 5 recipients of the 2019 Brewster Chamber of Commerce scholarships in the amount of $500 each are Brendan Fox, Maggie DiPioli, Edward Kaufman, Olivia Marini, and Charles Russell. Who's Brendan Fox? And finally, I'm proud to announce the creation of a separate scholarship fund in memory of my good friend and our previous Brewster Chamber of Commerce president for over 15 years, Jeffrey Reinwald. Jeff was very involved in our community. He volunteered and gave freely and cheerfully of himself for the betterment of others. So those are the qualities that we look for in our applicants. The applicant who we thought best exhibited those characteristics and the recipient of this year's Brewster Chamber of Commerce Jeffrey Reinwald Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is Ankita Thuma. Congratulations to all the students who graduated.
From the Daughters of the American Revolution, please welcome Alyssa Matera.
The Daughters of the American Revolution is a women's service organization with a focus on giving back to the community by supporting education, preserving our nation's history, and promoting patriotism. The Enoch Crosby chapter is proud to be able to offer an annual scholarship to an exceptional high school student. This year's recipient, one of two from the area, clearly articulated her views on patriotism and community service. It is with pride that we award this year's Enoch Crosby DAR Scholarship to Jean Basiletti.
From the Brewster Lions Club, Jack Duncan.
We have wait for Maureen to come down also. No, we're good. Thank you. Come on.
Oh my God.
Master. I just want to congratulate all the Brewster graduates today. We have 3 awards we're going to give out. Our first is the Harold Knapp Award. Harold Knapp was a teacher here in Brewster High School, and just a very outstanding person. And we're honored that we're able to continue to honor him. And the Harold Knapp Award goes to Brianna Sayer. Our second award goes to in memory of another outstanding, Richard Rapp was a teacher and a principal here for decades. And so he was like another outstanding member of the community. He was town justice, a town councilman. He was also past president of the Brewster Lions, member of the Brewster VFW, and he was an adult leader for Brewster Boy Scouts. And the Richard Rapp Memorial Award goes to Brendan Fox. Now this is going to be a little tough one for us. This is the Andrew J. Durkin, Drew Durkin Memorial Award. We lost Drew a year ago, but he was a Renaissance man in the town of Southeast and in Brewster. He was a lifelong
member of Brewster, New York. He attended St. Lawrence O'Toole, graduated from Brewster High School. He served honorably in the Korean War. He met and married Maureen, in probably his best decision. They were married for 63 years. Drew was co-owner of Durkin Fuel. Many of the organizations given awards, the Brewster Fire Department, he was a past commissioner for a quarter of a century. Brewster VFW, lifelong of the Brewster American Legion, and a charter member of the Brewster Elks Club. He was also past president of Brewster Lions, and he served the Lions for 67 years. He was an active member of St. Lawrence Drew and the Knights of Columbus. To honor Drew and the Brewster Lions will recognize an Eagle Scout from Brewster Troop 1 who was driven above their peers in exemplary and exceptional qualities of that rank. That award goes out to Evan Payne. Sure.
I just want to say that Evan belongs to Troop 1, which the Brewster Lions support, and Drew belonged to Troop 1 many years ago. Drew was never an Eagle Scout.
Very nice.
From St. Lawrence of O'Toole, I'd like to welcome Tim Nevin.
Good evening. The Kenny Holler St. Lawrence CYO Scholarship is awarded each year in memory of Kenny Holler, a devoted friend and member of the Brewster and St. Lawrence communities who dedicated his life to his family, his church, and his community. This year we have 4 winners, and they are Sarah Basari, Eleanor Keefe, William Whitney, and Brianna Sage.
For our next set of awards, I'd like to welcome to the podium Warren Whitney.
Good evening. The motto of Brewster SC is soccer, character, and community. While we hope these 8 seniors find ways to keep soccer in their lives, it's more important that they continue to strive for the strength of character and service to community that they demonstrated in receiving this award. The 8 recipients, and please hold your applause till I'm finished. Maggie DePauli, Patrick Fian, Eleanor Keefe, Patrick Nevin, John Olszewski, Nicholas Santangelo, Jonathan Walsh, and William Whitney.
From the Brewster Girl Scouts, please welcome Brianna Vaughn.
Good evening. My name is Brianna Vaughn, and I'm here tonight representing the Brewster Girl Scouts.
I myself was a Girl Scout and received a Senior Award when I graduated from Brewster in 2017, and I cannot thank the Brewster Girl Scouts enough for the skills and experiences they provided me with over the year. This year, we are pleased to recognize 15 senior girls for their outstanding service to Girl Scouting. For over a century, Girl Scouting has been the world's preeminent organization dedicated solely to girls. Through Scouting, girls develop qualities that will serve them throughout their lives. Qualities such as leadership skills, strong values, social consciousness, and convictions about their own potential and self-worth. The Brewster Girl Scout community proudly acknowledges senior girls who have demonstrated outstanding leadership qualities and have provided dedicated service to their community. Each of you has proved that you have the ability to make a difference. May courage, confidence, and character guide you in your journey ahead. We are certain each of you will contribute in meaningful ways to better our world. Will the following Girl Scouts please come forward? Emily Altz, Brianna Barbosa, Sarah Grasari, Caitlin Chillo, Angelia Consolado, Grace Curley, Patricia Delanoy, Irene Kubinik, Bianca Langone, Sarah Lloyd, Destiny Medina, Maya Milan, Olivia Morini, Brianna Saya, and last but not least, Colleen Stapleton, who paved the way for current and future Girl Scouts to wear Girl Scout recognition cords at their high school graduation.
That is amazing, man.
From Catholic Daughters, I'd like to welcome to the podium, Anne Marie Schisler.
I'd just like to say congratulations to the class of 2019. You guys are, this is fabulous, wonderful. My award is, I'm part of the Catholic Daughters, and I'd like to award scholarship to Julia Giordari.
Yeah, Jules. Go, girl.
From the VFW, please welcome Chaplain Andrew DiStefano.
Good evening. The Brewster VFW, or the Veterans of Foreign Wars, is comprised of military veterans that have served the United States overseas in times of war and conflict. Our mission is twofold. First, take care of our fellow veterans, and second, which is why we're here, to help people within our community. The Brewster VFW is proud to present the following two scholarships. First, Expanded Horizons, awarded to a student who has displayed dedication and outstanding effort toward reaching their future educational goals, awarded to Dane Arrigo. And the Brewster VFW 672 Scholarship Award, awarded to a graduating senior who has achieved academic excellence, participated in community service, displayed initiative towards school projects, and will pursue a college education, awarded to Laura Rodriguez.
Next is Patterson Rotary and Marlia Willis.
Oops. Oh well. Hi, as she said, I'm Marlia Willis. I'm the Pauling Rotary Club Scholarship Chair. And I just want to tell you that each year the Patterson Rotary Club offers scholarship opportunities to graduating seniors who are continuing their education at a college or a trade institution. Candidates must have attended a high school within the Carmel, Brewster, Pauling, and Dover school system and show outstanding personal achievement and community service. I am very proud to announce that Stevie Lynn Delanoy has won the 2019 Pauling Rotary Club Scholarships Community Service Scholarship. Stevie, stay here for a minute though. I just want to point something out. One of the reasons why we thought this was such a perfect award for you is because beyond your dedication and contributions to support Special Olympics, it truly is the epitome of community service. What impressed us most though was your enthusiasm, generosity of spirit, and honesty when you wrote that the reason you became involved with Special Olympics was just a way to give back to your community. But after 5 years of service, you realized that actually you were the recipient. Your life became more interesting and enriched by knowing these extraordinary athletes. It is that sense of self-awareness the Rotary Club is honored to support. Congratulations. Thank you.
Next to the podium, I'd like to welcome Cindy Beal and Robin Cinta.
Robin and I are here tonight to posthumously honor a member of the class of 2019. We remember her as a friendly second grader who laughed easily and loved many. Kayla Donahue was actively involved in our community in many ways. You may have seen her on a softball field, you may have taken dance classes with her, you may have gotten to know her as a member of our Girl Scout troop, to mention just a few. Kayla loved Girl Scouts, so this year we asked classmates to help us honor her memory by writing about the positive impact that Girl Scouting has had on their lives.
Kayla would have been graduating with you, and her mother Lori would have been out there cheering you on. Girl Scouting builds girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. While we did not select the recipients of these scholarships, we were honored to read their essays. In her application essay, one of the winners of the Kayla Donahue Memorial Scholarship identified what she learned from Girl Scouting. She wrote, "To possess character, you need to own courage and confidence," and we agreed. The first winner is Julia Villani. We are pleased to announce a second scholarship as well. In her essay, this former Girl Scout shared a story about the kindness her mother shared with a stranger. Because Kayla and her mother Lori exemplified such kindness, we are proud to announce that the second scholarship is awarded to Maggie DePaoli.
Every year, student government nominates rewarding seniors who spent a lot of time in student government, usually as officers, and tonight I'd like to welcome Aaron Moran to present the awards.
The Student Government and Service Awards go to 3 seniors who, in Democratic Congress and beyond, have left Brewster High School a better place than they found it a little less than 4 years ago. So, Ellie Keith, Andrew Mitchell, and Julia Villani.
Our next group of scholarship awards are the Lancey Scholarship Awards. These awards are awarded to graduating seniors in good academic standing, of strong character, and one who has been involved in the school community. There's quite a few. I'll give you the amount. So I'm going to name the name and I'll give you the amount. Our first is Anthony Argo, $100. Ryan Andruso, $100. C.B. Delanoy, $100. Andrew Gallo, $100. Kyle Griffin, $100. Anthony Ferrandino, $200. Was up substantially. Cameron Hart, $300. Keisha Allende Rodriguez, $500. Amy Barrios, $500. Ang Lama, $500. Yasmin Peralta Venegas, $500. Erica Caruso, $1,000. And Melissa Zarelli, $1,000. Next to the podium, I'd like to welcome our superintendent, Dr. Valerie Henning-Piedmont, and Victor K. Boyd.
Next to me is a very important person who's a representative of the Star Foundation, Mr. Victor K. Boyd III. Each year, the Star Foundation generously sends the Brewster Central School District, on behalf of the high school, $75,000 that allows us to distribute these scholarships. In terms of the origin, the Brewster Star Scholarship Program was established by the Star Foundation in memory of Cornelius Vander Star. It was 48 years later, the Star Foundation awards scholarships to graduates in order to support their continuing educational aspirations. A committee of school personnel and local citizens determines these awards each year on the basis of need, scholarship potential, character, and educational objectives. All forms of formal post-secondary education are considered worthy of support. Mr. Starr, an American and a citizen of the world, with a regard for people of all nationalities, maintained a residence on Federal Hill Road in Brewster. He loved the wooded Brewster countryside and considered his home a retreat from his crowded international business life. Mr. Starr is perhaps best known for founding the American International Group, also known as AIG, today, which is a multi-billion-dollar, multinational Fortune 500 company. Throughout his active career, he enjoyed helping young people to obtain an education and to better use their natural capabilities. In keeping with this spirit, it is today the hope of the Star Foundation that the Brewster Star Scholarships will make the difference for many who might otherwise forego further schooling or lower their educational sights. The Brewster School District is grateful to the Star Foundation and its president, Florence Davis, for their interest in our young people. It is our strong belief that in the future, this year's recipients will justify our confidence in their potential and will be a credit to the Brewster Central School District and their families. Mr. Boyd will give you your check, your scholarship, and shake your hand. The first recipient is Ang Lama in the amount of $2,800. The second recipient is Catherine Del Fay with a scholarship in the amount of $5,000. The third recipient, Daniel Hassa, in the amount of $5,000. The next recipient, Valentine Marcage, come on up, in the amount of $5,000. The next recipient, Andrew Mitchell, come on up, $5,000. The next recipient, Jenna Pinzer, $5,000. I'm sorry, Jenna, it's $7,700. The next recipient is Josephine Conti for $9,000. The next recipient is Jonathan Walsh. Where are you? In the amount of $9,500. The next recipient is Terry Glusevich. Glusevich, come on up. In the amount of $11,000. And the final recipient, Maddie, come on up. Maddie Majette, in the amount of $15,000.
Before we go any further, before we wrap up, I would like to thank Gina Kelly, who without her tremendous amount of help, and to be honest, she is the person who actually puts all of these applications together. She is our guidance counselor, guidance department secretary. She is indispensable in doing this. She makes all the contacts with all the scholarships, all the people sitting behind us, and she organizes this to a tremendous degree. It's impossible to do without her, so I can't thank her enough. Congratulations and have a wonderful night.